I think one obvious one, which I'm always surprised that people fall for, and maybe it's just because the excitement is there, but when someone promises something that seems untangible, we'll get you, and I've even heard coaching schools do this, we'll get you 20 clients right after you graduate, or come to our coaching program and you'll have your business going before our third class ends. In fact, I just saw that from someone the other day. I was like, really? So that those promises that seem really delicious on the outside, but don't, the fine print underneath it is that you have to fully participate and you have to be sleeves up, get your hand in and make these changes, because coaching is about the client and coach coming together, but ultimately the client taking action or or growing themselves through the process. So it's not a, I'm going to carry you across the finish line. So a lot of that marketing promise things as if someone's going to have a magic pill or I'm going to be successful overnight. I think a green flag is if someone is willing to offer you what's called a chemistry or a self-discovery initial session and actually allow you to work with them or even get a sense of their coaching style so that you know, is this the right fit? And a lot of the marketing now will drive you into a funnel. You'll get a free class or you get to go to a big webinar. And next thing you know, you're dropping 2 to 10 grand. And then you're in it. And then you have the ultimate, oh, and no refunds. So that's another piece. Is what's the policy if the coaching fit isn't right? What's the policy if 3 sessions down the road that you just feel like you maybe made a mistake for whatever reason? Uh, but I hear that no refund, the overpromising. And then I would say the other thing is when you see the coach in action in the marketing, but there's nothing that really shows their training or any kind of things, like that's, who is this person? And I see that a lot again. It's like my persona is, my presence is magnificent. I'm a very confident person. What am I drawing on in terms of helping me or helping you, I should say?
I call them guru coaches.
Yeah.
They're the guru. I just was born this way. I had an awakening and I'm the most magnificent coach, like the guru coach. And there's you can't find any background on them. And so I also see dark marketing techniques used. And that's
Mhm.
when you have to, so you're looking for information, right? Or just even pricing. So you're scrolling all through the website, which then click here for pricing. And then it takes you to another website, which then takes you to, do you want to feel more empowered? Do you want to feel like your life is what you want? And so it keeps baiting you with emotional tactics. And
Yep.
then it says, if this is the life you want, click here for pricing. Then you click here and you're taken to another page that is a more emotional tactics. And then you're like 5 or 6 pages in, you've spent like 20, 25 minutes on this person's website and you can't find the pricing or the information that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And so these are dark marketing tactics and they're a form of manipulation. And so for me, a red flag is if there's not transparency right off the bat in terms of pricing, if there's not
Yeah.
transparency right off the bat in terms of this person's certification, education, or where it comes from, any sort of mysterious marketing is a huge red flag.
Absolutely. And I would almost add that sometimes people will be so ready to make a change that their emotional state will leave them just looking for that hand that's reaching out. And uh, maybe this is a legitimate coach, really having that conversation. I've had a lot of people tell me over the years, yeah, I hired a coach off their website. And then when I met with them, it didn't really feel like the right fit, but I saw their videos. I love their philosophy. I love their values. And again, they just didn't, there was the presentation and then there was the person that they were really going to work with. Or another thing I've heard, which is really horrific, is you're going to get coached by this pop star coach. And lo and behold, you're working with somebody else that works for them. That's not your coach. They show up for 10 minutes in a conversation, and then you get partnered with this other person that just graduated their certification, and that kills me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
I
seen
wouldn't know what
quite a
to
bit of
do.
that.